How's it going, everyone? I'm back with more Bastion, and today we're going to be searching for even more shards. But first, we're going to pay a visit to the distillery and armory to upgrade some stuff. I don't have anything I'd really want to use right now. Maybe I should have upgraded the distillery. I guess I'll get Hardy Punch for now. If, when I upgrade the distillery, I may swap it out. That basically gives you an extra life. Anyway, we got stuff to upgrade. Okay. Reinforced shaft. Reinforced shaft, I guess.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Alright, I'm gonna change up weapons. I'm gonna go for the war machete and scrap musket. Why not? And Griever Slash.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
Alright. So now we are going also these two proving grounds. We'll do these in a bit, but first off, we're gonna head to
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Anyway, this place, Point Lemaine, it's where we get. This place is where we get introduced to a rather handy weapon.
Became the richest city in the world. 2 words: Point Lemaine.
Huh. So this place must have been pretty important for the city.
If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
Yeah, I guess there's no knowing that the answer to that question anymore, is there?
The city line is nothing but a freak show.
Yeah, stupid peckers. Stupid wallflowers.
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Anyway, this is the weapon I was talking about, the army carbine.
Kid might as well pick up what they left off.
The army carbine I like.
Bland, just like my fighting days. A gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
This is a very long-ranged weapon and has a lot of power to it. It's basically a much stronger breaker's bow if I had to compare it to anything. It's pretty slow, but I really like it personally.
It ain't done.
I like pairing it with the war machete or the hammer personally. It's a very handy weapon.
The whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works.
Oh, how about that?
Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay
better than doing nothing.
Trouble on the tracks.
Let me change to this wallflower. There. These guys are annoying because they take so little damage when their eyes closed. And you do cause problems. You need to go.
Grand Rails all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. And
judging by the looks of things, I don't think there's much turf to take back. I think they're fighting for a lost cause here.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
Alright. Is there a split path here? There may be. Is there something up here? I think there's something up here. Hello!
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere.
I believe there's something of interest here. No, there's just a health tonic. On the precipice of destruction. Going. Is something down the other way? Yeah, let's find out. Ah, there's a lunkhead!
Settled in like they own the place.
Ah!
Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
That there is not, which is especially bad when there's a lunkhead about. Lunkheads are pretty easy to lure off ledges in most situations, but it's kind of narrow, so I don't trust that much. Anyway, yeah, that was just that. Alright, let's go back up. Rolling. Tall grass, but no ankle gators, thankfully. Oh, I'm saying. Ah, hi, lunkhead. You're here. Party's here. Lunkhead's here. The party can start. Hi. Okay. I love the residual damage from War Machete. Oh, that thing. That wallflower actually looks kind of freaky.
But now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Ew. Anyway, arsenal. We can change weapons if we want. Personally, I'm
much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War.
just die. Okay, there. And the bomb flowers.
Right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Mix it up how? Yeah, stupid bootlegger. There.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. So
they didn't get essentially permission from the Ura to construct this area near their turf, but they did it anyways. And it seems like that kind of sparked the whole war between the Ura and Sitlandia.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though.
Yeah, stay away from this!
On the rails, turn it into Swampweed Central.
There's a little bit of because I don't want to walk into the swamp weeds.
While shooting at
Don't take damage if I do that. But I don't want to get hit by peckers.
I'm choking on Swampweed. Peckers trying to prick you in the eye.
I don't even know what Rex is talking about.
It ain't fun.
I can imagine, even though I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm not paying attention to the narrator in the least bit. Maybe you have, though. Army carbine's useful for peckers. A lot more handy than you would expect. Ooh, something fancy. That, I believe, is an upgrade material for the army carbine, so that's useful to get a hold of. Bye.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. Should have seen him tiptoe around those swamp weeds in his way.
Alright. Now let's get moving.
Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
It's surprising how much plants want to kill you. Like, are these plants considered like have the intelligence of like a common animal? I'm kind of curious about that, but anyway.
At first he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there.
A sealed note.
The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Smash the rippling walls. Wonder if that got them anywhere.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
It's a shame we can't read it. I'll talk to Rex first. Yeah.
Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Probably something not very good.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
I don't remember getting that, but whatever.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf.
That's not suspicious at all. But anyway, we got this.
Just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
We got this, but first off, we're gonna put the shard.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
And I'm actually going to upgrade the distillery.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
No. Yeah. Black rye. An attack that would have defeated. I'm gonna take black rye.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
And I'm gonna keep this
Machete
combination.
and carbine still go well together, just like in the war.
Anyway, this stock pie.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Yeah, it's another who knows where section. And this time we might get a little different story.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
Alright, I'll count these things again. The best strategy for these things is to mash. Mash until they stop moving.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Caledonia.
This is why I wanted the carbine. These wallflowers are annoying! Really annoying. Did I just shoot its projectile? If so, that's awesome.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
That doesn't seem very fair, but again, I guess they were in war, so, yeah.
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
And fair enough. I think that's fair enough. It's probably not fair enough, actually. Thank goodness. Ten cushions out here just to waste my time.
The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Yeah. Oh dear, that's less than good. It's a good thing I got Blackbriar.
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's manses. His daughter barely saw him.
This just seems like a very lonely existence. Story I can somewhat relate to. I didn't have all that things going up. But that's enough about my personal problems. Back to the game and pincushions.
The father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said.
That just seems suspicious.
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
Everyone's gotta find their own passion, I guess. Those flippin' pickers! I hate these things so much. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid birds. Bigger! Let me stab you! Yeah! Stupid bird. There you go. Stop! I hate you! Ah! This is just stupid.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Ah, these guys spawn stink collaterals. That's the best way I can describe it. They launch bouncing projectiles that spawn like little puddles. Kinda like the scumbag puddles.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Hi, Uncle Gator. This may actually be difficult with that, but no, I don't think so. Here slash! Here slash! Stupid Uncle Gator. Ah! So that's what happens when an Uncle Gator hits you. They actually do quite a bit of damage. Although I think I got hit by an Uncle Gator last time. I think. I don't remember. I have short memory. There.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
And yeah, interest in other cultures isn't necessarily a bad thing.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
I wonder why. I guess I can shoot through the, This is... Okay, I thought that lunkhead was stuck there for a second. The game's been acting kind of wonky on me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my weird luck.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
So it seems like he wanted to get at him. That's rather rude. And also rude as these hackers! These wallflowers. There.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
Seems like an odd plan, but whatever. So dear God, go away! Leave me alone, you stupid eyeballs!
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Ew. Alright, now there's two ankle gators. And I can't even hit that stupid ankle gator. Stupid angle. Okay. Oh god, I'm almost dead.
Now, where were we?
Yes. Oh god! Come on! Ah! Ah! I'm rolling in the air! Does that make sense? It's probably the hardest phase of this part. I really should have brought the pike. Or maybe the pistols. Okay, this is getting stupid. What the?
Plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Probably to keep people from escaping. Like, yeah. Ah, you stupid man! Ah! Oi. Oi.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
This guy just seemed like he just wanted to get back.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
Yeah, it's an option. Better than nothing, I guess.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Now, why would he say that? Seems like he knew something bad was happening. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Well, I digress.
I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Let's try not to die this time, shall we? Alright, pincushion. Oh god!
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Bit earlier. And also, as you can see, I decided to swap out weapons. I'm using the pistols and the pike. They're a lot more useful for the enemies here. Oh god. Friggin'. I'm not gonna die like that again. Ah, god, I can't move! Jeez. That could not have gone worse. Alright. Take out that and stab the slung blossom. Poke it with the stick. Poke it with the stick. Poke it with the stick.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Oh, hello! Why are you? Why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. Thankfully, you can only use melee attacks! That does mean you don't do a lot of damage. And these pistols do very little damage against you. You have a lot of health. Yeah. Shoot. 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 Ah! What the? Did the kid just moonwalk? I swear to God, I just saw him moonwalk.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
How did your father know about that, though? That's the question.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
I feel like this is gonna cut for now. We got a shard. We did another who knows where section. So in the next video, we're gonna be moving on in search of even more shards. And I don't actually remember. I guess we'll find out if anything else happens. But until then, I'll catch you later.